I gave you my heart.
Hey guys, so welcome back sa ating YouTube channel. So ito na yung last lesson para sa ating axioms of probability. So i-represent naman natin sa probability as the probability as a continuous set of function. Okay, so ilalagay natin siya into sequence. Okay, so a sequence of event S is equal to E sub n for n is equal to 1 is said to be an increasing sequence whenever E1, E2, E3, E4. So kumbaga nangyari si E1 subset ni E2, subset ni E3, subset ni E4. So ano yung klase example to? Kumbaga, yun ang event is makakuha ko ng head. Pangalawang event is makakuha ko ng dalawang head. Pangatlong event is makakuha ko ng tatlong head. Kumbaga, at least tatlong head. Mga ganun. So, subset siya in terms of that. So, E sub 1, E sub 2. So, increasing siya pag ganun nangyari. Now, whereas it is said to be decreasing whenever una kong event is merong at least 10 head. Okay? So, kumbaga 10 toss ng coin. Pangalawa is siyam. 8, so decreasing naman yung event na yun. Kumbaga maliit. So makikita mo naman yung event na yun totality. In general pag may nire-represent tayo. Okay, so kung ganun yung nangyari, so if S is an increasing sequence of events, then we define a new event denoted by the limit of E sub n as n approaches infinity as the generalized union for I is equal to 1 up to infinity ng E sub I. And similarly, if S is decreasing of event, we define a new event denoted by limit of E sub n as n approaches infinity ng intersection or generalized intersection for I is equal to 1 up to infinity ng E sub I. So, tandaan mo. So, pag increasing siya, that is union ng mga event. So, pag decreasing siya, meron tayong kumbaga intersection ng mga event. So, yun yung mga limit natin. Yung limit ng E sub n, tas yung limit ng E sub n natin. So, dalawang klase siya. Okay, so dito sa video na to, pag-uusapan natin is si proposition 5.1 lang, then siya ipoprove ko. So kaya medyo saglit lang din talaga total itong video na to. So medyo pagpasensyahan nyo na kung bakit nilagay ko pa, kasi medyo sana maintindihan nyo rin na kailangan kong makapaglagay na to, kasi nga kailangan maintindihan nyo paano gagamitin tong ganito pag increasing tas decreasing. So more likely or technically baka makita mo sa mga problem set, so at least magiging useful sa inyo to someday. Okay, so proposition 5.1. So if E sub n as n for n is greater than or equal to 1 is a sequence of event. So it is either an increasing or decreasing sequence of events, then the limit of E sub n, the limit of the probability of E sub n is equal to the probability of the limit of E sub n. Okay, kumbaga mapaka-useful na ito. Okay, basta alam mo increasing or decreasing, pag nakita mo yan, apply mo na lang ganyan. Kumbaga papasok ko na yung limit, apply ko lang sa E sub n. Okay, so para maintindihan mo, sir, ano po ba itong E sub n na to? Itong E sub n na to, this can be write as a sequence as E sub 1, E sub 2, E sub 3, n E sub n. Okay, so ganyan siya ginagawa. Okay, so ipoprove ko siya for increasing, tapos for decreasing. So ito yung proof. So hoping na magawa ni sir. Suppose, lagay natin, suppose that E sub n for n is greater than or equal to 1 is an increasing sequence, or is increasing. Lagay ko na lang. Okay, so increasing event. Okay, event of sequence. Okay, and define natin, define tayo ng f sub n. Okay, define f sub n. So define tayo ng panibago, f sub n for n is greater than or equal to 1 by una, f sub 1 is equal to E sub 1. Okay, so kumbaga gumawa ako ng isa pang event. So nag-define ako ng define event f to be as E sub 1 is equal to f sub 1, so meaning equal sila sa una. Pero pagdating sa f sub n, this is just equal sa E sub n times or intersection E sub n minus 1 complement. So ngayon, ano ginawa ko nito, sir? Ang ginawa, sir, nag-define ako ng panibagong event na kung saan sa E sub 1 equal sila. Okay, pagdating ng E sub 2, E sub 3, E sub 4, pagdating kay E sub 2, si E sub 2 is just a combination of sa F sub 2 rather. Pagdating kay F sub 2, ang mangyayari, ang una kasing ginawa nito is kay F sub 1 equal sila. Pagdating kay F sub 2, parang ganitong nangyari. Pagdating kay F sub 2, this is just equal sa E sub 2 tapos E sub 1 complement. Okay, so ginagawa ko siyang mutually exclusive event. Okay, so yun yung pagkakadefine. Pag kuno ko sa F sub 3, that is E sub 3 as E sub 2 complement and another mutually exclusive event siya. So meaning si F sub 2, F sub 1, F sub 3, up to F sub n, there are all mutually exclusive events. Okay, so yun yung ginawa ko. So where, lagay ko na lang dito, where F sub I are mutually exclusive events. Okay, kung gumawa ko ng panibagong event. So, ginawa ko siya as define. So, dinefine ko lang siya. Okay, so, note, lagay tayo. Ayun, ang ginawa ko is just, since nagbago sila o nagkaroon tayo ng bago, ngayon mangyayari, magde-define ako ng dalawang bagay. So, this is just true naman. This is the generalized union ng E sub I for I is equal to 1 up to infinity. Pwede ko siyang equate sa generalized union ng mga F sub I for I is equal to 1 up to infinity. So, ano pinagkaiba nila? Kay E sub I, hindi natin alam kung sila ay mutually or not. Okay, pagdating kay F sub I, sure tayo sila ay mutually exclusive event. So, yun yung pinagkaiba nila. Again, si E sub I, hindi yan sure o hindi yan mutually exclusive. Pagdating kay F sub I, mutually exclusive dahil nga dito sa effect na to. Okay, so another case and pen tayo ulit. The generalized union of E sub I for I is equal to 1 up to infinity, up to n na lang, so binago ko lang, is equal to the generalized union of F sub I for I is equal to 1 up to n. So parehas lang naman yan. Kung ba ito infinity, ito yung may n. Okay, so ngayon mag-i-start tayo. So pinuprove pa lang natin yung pagiging increasing niya. So start tayo. So suppose or then, so lagay ko na lang, no? So yung generalized union ng E sub I for I is equal to 1 up to infinity, equate natin dito, generalized union ng F sub I for I is equal to 1 up to infinity. Ngayon, i-apply natin, since aware tayo na ito ay mga event, apply ko yung probability. So, apply ko dito yung probability. Okay, then na-apply ko din dito yung probability. Okay, so ngayon, saan gagana si action 3? Dito, hindi pwede gumana si action 3. Okay, pero pagdating dito, pwede gumana si action 3. So, by action 3, lagay ko na lang. Okay, so by action 3, this is just equal sa summation for I is equal to 1 up to infinity ng probability ng F sub I. Okay, next is apply ko yung limit para mabawasan, para maging n. So, apply ko yung limit. So, this is the limit as n approaches infinity. Okay, so in-apply ko yung limit ng summation, so lagay ko lang, for I is equal to 1 up to n ang probability ng F sub I. Okay, now, from definition ng summation ng P of F sub I, that is equal sa, ito ay equal sa generalized union ng F sub I for I is equal to 1 up to n. Okay, so actually probability. So actually probability niyan, diyan siya equal. So by axiom number 3 again. So this is equal sa limit as n approaches infinity ng probability ng generalized union ng F sub I for I is equal to 1 up to n. Okay, next. Note that yung generalized union ng F sub I for I is equal to 1 up to n is equal to E sub I. Okay, so this is just equal sa limit as n approaches infinity ng probability ng union ng E sub I for I is equal to 1 up to n. Okay, and that is, so now we all know that this is equal lang, sa E sub n, kasi yan yung lahat ng E sub n. Okay, so note na ito ay equal lang sa E sub n. So therefore, this is just equal sa limit as n approaches infinity ng probability ng E sub n. So ano nangyari? Therefore, pwede kong sabihin na si E sub n is increasing. So sir, paano mo nasabi na siya increasing? Kasi ang nangyari, si E sub n is nanggaling sa union. Okay, ang sabi, pag si E sub n naging union, ibig sabihin, so pansin mo, si E ay naging from union, naging E sub n. So, from union, naging E sub n. So, meaning ako ay increasing. So, lagay ko doon dito. So, E sub n is increasing. Okay, so yan is para lang sa ating, para pa lang yan sa tinatawag nating increasing. So what if naman, paano naman sir pag decreasing? Okay, so suppose decreasing yung ating given. Okay, so lagay natin, suppose that e sub n for n is greater than or equal to 1 is decreasing. Okay, so ano mangyayari pag decreasing siya? Okay, so proceed tayo dito Ang nangyari mula dito, okay, so explain ko lang. Ang nangyari mula dyan, yung generalized intersection, so ito equal dyan. So lagay ko lang. From previous proof, from probability ng generalized union ng e sub I for I is equal to 1 up to infinity, siya ay naging limit for n approaches infinity ng p sub n, probability ng e sub n. So ganun yung nangyari dyan. So pinatunayan na siya ay increasing based doon. Okay, ngayon, what if kinuha ko yung complement neto? So what if ang ginawa ni sir, so if ginawa ni sir is kinuha niya yung probability ng generalized union ng e sub I complement for I is equal to 1 up to infinity, simply kinukuha din natin yung limit as n approaches infinity ng p sub n ng probability ng e sub n complement. Okay, so ito yung kukunin natin para ma-trace natin kung siya ay magiging magiging decreasing. So kasi sa decreasing kailangan naman maging intersection. So yun yung goal. So note, ito yung kailangan natin pakita. So note natin, note that generalized intersection ng e sub I for I is equal to 1 up to infinity is just equal sa intersection, I guess. This is intersection ng e sub I for I is equal to 1 up to infinity, tapos naka-complement lahat, pangkalahatan. Okay, so since ganun yun, pwede kong gawin dito sa part na yun. So apply yung part na yun dito. So this is just, so lagay ko lang, so probability of generalized intersection ng e sub I, okay, for I is equal to 1 up to infinity, tapos naka-complement para dyan. Okay, then sa kabilang side, syempre, ganoon din, dahil i-complement na, tapos naka-complement to dito. This is just equal sa copy lang natin, this is just the limit as n approaches infinity ang probability ng e sub n complement. Okay, so next is apply natin dito yung axiom, yung proposition 4.1. Sabi ng proposition 4.1, ang probability ng complement is just 1 minus yung probability niya. So this is just equal sa 1 minus probability ng generalized intersection ng I for I is equal to 1 ng e sub I up to infinity, equal to, similar doon, ito naman ay equal sa limit as n approaches infinity ng, ito ay magiging 1 minus probability ng e sub n. Then next is, pag in-apply ko yung limit, mangyari, limit ng 1 is just 1, tapos ito negative. So this is just 1 minus probability ng generalized intersection ng e sub I for I is equal to 1 up to infinity is equal to 1 minus limit as n approaches infinity ng p of e sub n. Okay, next is obviously cancel tong 1. Tapos may dalawang negative na matitira. Okay, so mangyari, cancel yung 1, tapos may dalawang negative, divide both side by negative, therefore, so the probability of generalized intersection of e sub I or I is equal to 1 up to infinity is just equal sa limit ng n up to infinity ng limit ng n, limit ng p of e sub n as n approaches infinity, which means that, ang sabi, pag yung limit ng e sub n napunta naman sa intersection, napansin mo, yung limit ng e sub n napunta naman sa intersection, therefore, so e sub n is decreasing. Okay, so in any case, this is done. Okay, so ganun siya i-prove. So hoping nyo na gets mo yung idea kung paano na mag-prove pag may limit or something na ganyan. Then sana nag-enjoy ka dito sa video na to. So hoping din nasagutan mo yung problem set natin. Again, thank you for watching and hoping na nag-enjoy ka.